My goodness, I don't even know where to start. Good morning. I'm Mike Violet. It's time for Mike's Morning Musings. It's Monday, May 4th, 2026. No, you're not going to get any of that Star Wars stuff from me. I don't even know where to start. I'll start with the team that was eliminated first over the weekend. Remember when the Bruins and Celtics were both in the playoffs? Wasn't that cool? It's no longer the case. The Bruins went down first, went out in 6 games in a flat as a pancake performance against the Buffalo Sabres Friday night. Bruins lose, final 4-1. Sabres win the series 4 games to 2. And looking at things shots on goal wise, the Bruins ended up with, Swayman had 25 saves, and on the other side, the Sabres were able to get 27 shots on goal. So pretty close there, but the Bruins just don't have the pop. They don't have the goal scorers. Other than David Pastrnak, there's nobody that you can count on consistently at the top of the lines for the Bruins. I know Morgan Geekie scores 35, 40 goals, but man, he was absolutely silent in this series. Pavel Zacha, absolutely silent in this series. So there's that. The Bruins don't have enough good players to beat a good team in the playoffs. And when you can't win at home, and the Bruins didn't, they lost all 3 games at TD Garden, you are going to get bounced out of the playoffs. Did they make strides this season? Absolutely. Are they a better team this season? No question about it. Are they headed in the right direction? Yes. This was a winnable series, and I really thought the Bruins could win this series before it started, but the better team definitely won that series. All right, let's go to the second team to get knocked out over the weekend. They saved it for Saturday night. The Boston Celtics beaten by the Philadelphia 76ers. Game 7, 109-100. The Celtics lost Game 5, pivotal Game 5, with a chance to put the Sixers away, up 3-1. Didn't do it. Sixers win the next 2, tie the series. Celtics were competitive in the game at least, although they fell behind early, took the lead later, but they weren't competitive enough. So Joe Mazzulla is probably going to be the NBA Coach of the Year. And I also think his job is going to be discussed amongst the Celtics hierarchy. Brad Stevens, brand new owner, going to talk this over, I think. I think he'll be back, but the lack of adjustments, the starting lineup on Saturday night with Baylor Shireman, Ron Harper Jr., who else? I forget who else. Just the starters, those 3 didn't score a point. They went 0 for 12. And Jayson Tatum did not play in the game. A leg or a knee injury, I guess, sidelined Jayson Tatum in this game, and he could not play. Now, there have been players for the Boston Bruins. I remember a few years ago, Patrice Bergeron played with a punctured lung and a broken rib. Let's see, you had Hampus Lindholm with a small foot fracture. You had Elias Lindholm with a back injury. Pavel Zacha, high ankle sprain. Nikita Zadorov played half the series with a complete MCL tear. Pastrnak had a groin tear that he was nursing all year long starting in November. And McAvoy broke his hand in Game 2. They all played the rest of the way. Jayson Tatum did not play. Now, Jaylen Brown, all right, I did not and I do not think that Jayson Tatum is a wimp. He came back from his Achilles injury much earlier than the Celtics figured he would. This was supposed to be that gap year, and that makes me nauseous just to hear that. But when you get Tatum back, 6 weeks ago, and he rounds back into his old form, you're the favorite in the East. The Celtics won 56 games and were the second seed in the East. I thought they were the best team in the East and would win the NBA's Eastern Conference Championship and play for the NBA title. Instead, they're out in 7 games. Now, Jaylen Brown said something quite unfortunate after the game, that being the number 1 option for about 65 games this year, he felt that was the highlight of his career. Now, I said on social media on Saturday when this came out about Tatum that if that leg is attached, you've got to play. You got to be Willis Reed. You got to come out of the tunnel and play. Bird would have played. Ainge would have played. DJ would have played. Parrish would have played. McHale would have played. Bill Walton, who was half crippled his whole career, would at least try to play. And that's what I think about that. Hockey players are the toughest athletes going. They're also the best people going. They're the toughest, and they are the nicest people in professional sports. So the Celtics are done. Should be an interesting summer now. Joe Mazzulla, again, probably going to win the NBA Coach of the Year and could conceivably lose his job at the same time. So, hey, we got the Red Sox, right? Yeah, we do. They're now 13-21, a 3-1 loss yesterday. No hitting once again. The Red Sox had 9 hits, another stranded runners festival. They had people they were 0 for 11, I believe, with runners in scoring position. The one run, a Wilson Contreras solo home run. That's it. Ranger Suarez, tightness in the groin of the hamstring, left after 4 shutout innings. Oh, great. We lose another pitcher. Red Sox squandered tons of opportunities. In the 9th inning, Zach Kelly does what Zach Kelly does. He's a 4A pitcher. He might be the best 4A pitcher in baseball. Kelly, of course, with the ghost runner at second base, proceeds to walk 2 guys, and the bases are loaded. Then it looks like they're going to get out of it because Wilson Contreras turned a terrific double play. But then right after that, with the crowd into it and the chance to get out of a big-time jam, what's Kelly do? Serves up a not a gopher ball, but a cookie for Cam Smith to drive into left field off the wall, drives in 2 runs, and that was that. Red Sox had a chance in the bottom of the 9th inning, 10th inning, had the bases loaded themselves. Cedar Rafaela grounded into a double play. Who's left to pitch? Well, Peyton Toley's going to go tonight, but guess who he's pitching against? Tarek Skubal. Toley's been really good. Skubal is on a run where he's won the Cy Young Award 2 years in a row and is undoubtedly the best pitcher in baseball. So the Red Sox have that tonight. What are we? 128 games left. Man, the misery index is already buried. We have some contention in the clubhouse with Wilson Contreras saying some things about younger players, maybe feeling tight with runners in scoring position, not getting the job done. You have Marcelo Meyer say basically that's bullshit, and that's not the case. You got some fracturing in the clubhouse. Alex Bregman, where are ye? That's Mike's Morning Musings for Monday, May 4th, 2026.